Bill Hicks used to finish his shows with this. Life's like a ride in an amusement park. And when you go on it, you think it's real,
because that's how powerful our minds are. And the ride goes up and down and round and round. It has thrills and chills, and it's very brightly colored.
And it's very loud, and it's fun for a while. Some have been on the ride for a long time, and they begin to question, is this real,
or is this just a ride? And other people have remembered, and they come back to us, and they say, hey, don't worry.
Don't be afraid ever, because this is just a ride. And we kill those people. Shut him up. I've got a lot invested in this ride. Shut him up.
Look at my furrows of worry. Look at my big bank account
and my family. This has to be real. It's just a ride.
But we'll kill those good guys who try and tell us that. You ever notice that? And let the demons run amok?
But it doesn't matter, because it's just a ride, and we can change it anytime we want.
It's only a choice. No effort, no work, no job,
no savings of money. Just a choice right now between fear and love.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to episode 7 of the Lies They Tell podcast. For all of my returning viewers, I hope you and yours are in good health, good spirits. For my first-time viewers, welcome. Please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that notification button if you want to be notified whenever I drop an episode. And that's all. I just first and foremost want to say that I bear witness that there is no deity worthy of worship but Allah. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his final messenger. Today's video is going to be a little different than the past 6 videos. Today's video is to serve as a warning for those who need to be warned, and to serve as a reminder for those who need to be reminded. If, I don't know if you guys can tell by, the sound of my voice, my tone. I have something on my mind that I really want to speak out to you guys. And I'll be the first to say, this video is not for everyone. If I can be more clearer than that, this video probably isn't for 99% of the world's population. The thing is that, somebody once told me that the hardest life is the life of someone with a destiny. Someone once told me that the majority of people go through life receiving and getting everything they've ever wanted out of life. Maybe not exactly how they want it, but to some extent. But those who are given a specific purpose, a specific destiny in this life, very rarely get anything they ever want. Because you see, life sort of has to push them in a specific direction, almost as if they are not given a choice. The reason I say all of this is to serve. And when this video goes out, as a fairly new video podcast, as a fairly new YouTuber, I've been doing this since September, a full month now. 6 videos out. This is number 7. I don't get a lot of views, which is to be expected. And you know, I always set a bar for myself on how many people I would like to view each video that I post. I have my hopes, I have my wishes, as many of you who are YouTubers who are just starting off can relate to, or just any field you're in. This video specifically, I would like to say, as transparent as I can be, I would like to say that this video is probably, I don't care how many people watch this. I don't care how many people see this. I don't care how many people like this video. I don't care how many comments it gets. I don't care how many likes and shares it gets. If this video can get 1 view, and that 1 view is someone who benefits, who relates, who understands my message, then I'll be all right. I now, I created a reel on Instagram about sometime last week. I would say sometime in the working week, around maybe a Tuesday, Wednesday, or something like that. I created a reel on Instagram, about 15 seconds long. And it was of a BBC News article. The BBC News reported that Apple has banned a Quran app in China. China China defines these sort of religious texts as dangerous, terroristic scriptures. And so, in the video, it was a side by side, one side of the article, the other side of me. And I commented and I said, exact word for word, I said, this is nothing new. China has been throwing Muslims into concentration camps since I don't know when. We are not at the table, so we are definitely on the menu. And now Apple has banned the Quran app in China. That is what I said. And I put boycott Apple on it. I wrote it in caption, basically, boycott Apple. The video, I have about 150, 60, 70 followers on Instagram. I'm following just about the same amount. I don't really keep a whole lot of count of that, right? I'm more concerned with getting my message out there. So I have, 100 and some change followers and vice versa. And that's how many people I'm following as well. But the video, did pretty well for someone for an account of my stature, right? And towards the end of the week, as of last night, the video had about 1,800. I want to say close to 2,000 views. I woke up this morning and that reel is gone. It's not on my page anymore. It's been taken down. Now, the very first thing that I thought was, wait, what? Why is my video being taken down? I mean, the video itself didn't have anything overly, it didn't have anything disrespectful in it. I quite literally commented on a report of a news agency that is one of the biggest news agencies in the world, Quite literally, that's all I did. I didn't speak about doing any committing any violent acts towards anyone. I didn't encourage any violence. I didn't encourage any disrespect of anybody from any background. All I did was make my followers aware of what was happening in China with Apple. Why do I bring all this up, right? And I know I'm moving kind of slow, but truthfully speaking, like, this is a very serious topic for me. This is very serious. It's something that's been playing on my spirit for a long time now. The reason why I bring that up is because it hasn't, it hasn't really quite occurred to me, but maybe the past few years of my life, that humanity has a tendency, humanity has a tendency to kill messengers. Ironically enough, don't shoot the messenger is an American proverb, is an English proverb, right? But when you look back in time, you know, from like just anyone with a religious background, or even if you don't have a religious background, they put Abraham on fire. Abraham alayhi salam was set on fire. Isa alayhi salam, they tried to crucify Jesus. They threw stones at Rasulullah alayhi salam. They disrespected his wife and told lies about her. They shot Malcolm X in the chest and killed him. They killed Huey P. Newton. And the list goes on. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and revisit, you know, things that you may already know. Now, getting to the purpose of this video, I just want to put it out there to let it be known for anyone listening, for anyone watching, for anyone wondering, for anyone who is misfortunate, who carries the misfortunate burden of knowing what life and knowing what this world is supposed to be like, as opposed to what it's really like. I want you to know that in life, you are given choices. Sometimes. We have reached a time in the world unlike any other. Our era is unlike any other. Phones, cars, TVs are getting smarter and smarter, and humanity is getting dumber and dumber. I want this to serve as a reminder to not only you, but also myself. I want me to go back and watch this video from time to time. And I want to be reminded that carrying the burdens of humanity on your shoulder is a thankless job. You will lose a lot. They will try to silence you. And if your message and your voice just so happens to reach the masses, they will kill you. That is without a doubt. They'll first try to kill your character, put your name through the mud. If that doesn't work, they'll cut off your your capability to feed your friends, your family, your loved ones, to feed yourself, to provide for those you love. If that doesn't work, they'll take your loved ones away from you. And if that doesn't work, they'll kill you. That is quite literally exactly how the lives of some of the most wise, truthful, honest, loving, caring individuals in history. That is quite literally how their lives have played out. And you will most likely be no different. I want this to serve as a reminder to you and a warning. If you are going to do this and you're going to do it for real, then do it regardless of what happens, regardless of any obstacles they put in your way. And if you so happen to choose that your family and the lives of your family and the livelihood of your family and yourself is more important than getting your message out there, then stop. Love yourself, love your family, enjoy your time with them. Life isn't very long. You know, one of the hardest things in the world to do is try to convince someone who thinks they are free that they're actually enslaved. One of the hardest things in the world is trying to convince a people who are oppressed when all they see is materialistic possessions. I This has been sitting with me for a while. I don't know how this video is going to come out. Quite honestly, I don't care. I don't care how the aesthetics of this come out. I don't care what the algorithm does with this video. I just need one person to see this video. One person. And I needed that one person just to be a person who it will touch them and they will understand. It will resonate with them and it would help them. Don't wait for a thank you. Don't wait for a handshake. No one in the history of life has ever done anything as selfless as giving their lives to all of humanity on all of God's creation and gotten so much as a handshake from anyone. You will be abused verbally, at some point, maybe even physically. You know, it's so crazy, you know, that we live in a point in time where you genuinely cannot say what you are thinking anymore. How many celebrities do we see day in and day out that deal with some sort of controversy? And this one bold, brave individual who, with their heads raised, their shoulders back, their chest up, made a comment that they believed in. They said what they believed in. How often do we see those very same people go back and apologize for what they said? Go back and apologize for what they believe in. How often do we see that? Every time a celebrity, every time someone prominent in our society apologizes for saying or doing something that they had every right to say and do, and we, the people, don't do anything about it, we allow that person to be put in their place, so to speak, we become part of that problem. We help the agenda against us thrive even more. We live in a time where you are told to have your beliefs but keep them inside your head. We live in a time where right has been made wrong, wrong has been made right. Oftentimes we don't even know what we're looking at. Oftentimes we don't even know what we're hearing. Oftentimes we don't even know who is speaking to us, how they are speaking to us. We don't know what we want. We don't know what we believe. We don't know what we stand for. It's not enough to know the truth when the truth is being concealed, when there are attempts to conceal and to kill and to destroy the truth each and every day. I want to live in a world where it is okay to have differences. It is all right to have differences of opinions. It is celebrated, as a matter of fact, to have differences of opinions. It is celebrated to have differences of beliefs. If we don't fight, argue, live, and die for our right to speak, for our right of press, the amendments, freedom of press, freedom of speech, if we don't live and fight and die for those, we will still live and die, just not as free men. I have a very hard time, and I don't want to go off into tangents, and I don't want to just ramble on. So I'll make this short and sweet, and I'll bring it to a close here. If you have ever loved anyone in your entire life, whether it be a parent, whether it be a child, whether it be a sibling, whether it be a cousin, an aunt, an uncle, a friend, a teacher, a classmate, if you have ever genuinely loved someone, then understand that if you remain quiet to the messengers, right? To those that have a destiny. Just remember, as much as you love the people you love, if you make the conscious decision to not spread that message, to not wake up the masses, to not shake this thing to its core, that you are essentially aiding and abetting in the enslavement and oppression of the same people you love, of the same people that you have sacrificed the entire world for, of the same people you will live and die for. And that is very haunting. It is very haunting thought. I want you to just think about that. How haunting that must be to love your wife and children, to love your brothers and sisters, to love your mom and dad, so much so that you know by staying quiet and keeping your head down is essentially what leads to their destruction. So you can't love them and they be there for you anymore, or you speaking out and that being your destruction and you not being there to love them and care for them anymore. I don't know if I've expressed that as clearly as I would like. But once again, this video isn't for everyone. Those that this video is intended for will understand exactly what I mean. Those that understand that also understand where their reward lies, and it is not here. They know where their reward is. Who will reward them? Who will judge them righteously and justly? It is no one of this plane of existence. I guarantee you that. You will never make people happy. You will give your life to people and they still will say negative things about you after your death. After all, do we not live in a day and age where it is quite literally hip hop culture to disrespect deceased individuals? I'm a hip hop fan. I'm just being honest. Remember that ultimately you do have a choice. It's not going to feel good inside no matter what you do. No matter what you choose in this journey, no matter what path you choose in this journey, both paths will make you afraid. They will make you lonely. They'll make you sad at times. They will make you feel like you have let down the people that are most important to you. But as the old saying goes, someone's got to do it. Because when Malcolm X sacrificed his life, you need to figure out why you feel that your life is any more important or relevant than Malcolm X's. Why you feel like you love your wife and your children and your parents and your loved ones more than Malcolm X loved his. Because he did everything he did. He lived the way he lived because he loved his family and because he loved people, not despite it. This has been an episode 7 of the Lies They Tell podcast. Good morning, good evening, and good night. No matter where you are in the world. God bless you. I hope you and those you love find good health, wealth, a contentment in this journey we're in. Thank you.